Hi, this is Abdul Aziz Khan, and you are in the series of videos for telecom terms related to finance. So, in these series of almost 8 videos, I have talked about ARPU and the per bit cost, and I have tried to show that these two things are uh, very much similar to each other, but there are some big differences as well. And generally all the companies, they report their ARPU because it's a revenue that they are earning, and they need to report it based on a lot of requirements, international and financial, but they don't usually report their per bit cost. But it's also very important thing, not for reporting, maybe they should not report it to financial markets, but at least the people working or the people involved in making decisions, they should have this, because I have worked in a lot of industry, and I know that a lot of people, they don't know, I mean, that what is this and what is the use. And so I have tried to make these videos just to give some idea to the people. So we will talk about a comparison at the end, that okay, the ARPU, it's good to make macro decisions if you want to make any decisions for the whole company, for a big region or a country. But per bit cost is good for making micro decisions, because to run a company you don't need the macro decisions only. You need to make some macro decisions. You need to make some micro decisions. So if ARPU can give you some leverage on making the macro decision, the per bit cost gives you some leverage to make the micro decisions. So ARPU is good for making investment decisions, but per bit cost is good for making the customer data packages. So, like I have seen that a lot of companies, they make these data packages decisions without any knowledge of the cost which is coming towards the company. So that's why I have put it and I have emphasized it, that you should know this cost if you want to make a good package. So the ARPU is good in to help the investors and finance department of a company, and per bit cost is good to gauge performance of the sales or the technical teams of a company. That if you want to give them a real performance appraisal, then it should be based on this per bit cost, because this is more important, because generally these kind of decisions are based on micro level things. Usually these performance decisions are also based on this revenue, which is, as I told you, that it's basically a macro level number. So my point is that this performance should be based on this micro level thing. So ARPU is good to link with social values. I mean, linking with social value is very imperative. I mean, that if you have a high ARPU, then what are the social values of the company? I mean, you need to link these two things to get a better idea. And for per bit cost, linking with internet cost is imperative. I mean, you should know that basically what is your internet cost, and then based on that cost you should work on your per bit costing. I mean, because the linking of international internet capacity is more related to per bit costing, just the same way we told that the social value, because you if you are increasing your revenue, but if you are socially not very much responsive, I mean, you are not looking into the social dilemma of the company or the country where you are working, then even if you are making a good ARPU, then this is not uh, good for the company in the longer run. So in the same way, if your internet costs are much higher and you are trying to minimize your per bit cost, then is not a wise decision, I mean, in the same way. Now the last two things are almost similar, but the wording is a bit different. Like value alone is not enough. I mean, ARPU alone is not enough, but cost per bit cost alone is enough value for these micro decisions. But this value is not enough for making macro decisions, because then you need to have a lot of other numbers as well. And the ARPU trend, this may be quite misleading, as we see in the uh, fragility of ARPU, that maybe sometimes you have a ARPU trend which is showing you a good trend, but in if you go in deep, and then you came to know that basically it was a misleading number. But in per bit cost, the trend is more practical. I mean, sometimes it may be very practical because it's your actual cost. I mean, so the cost of trend is, even though it has the same kind of fragility and you have to go down deep, but generally what I have seen, that this is more practical. It If it is giving you some number, then that you should must work on it, because it's your cost. It is something that you have to pay, I mean, even if you are earning something or not. So I hope that this last slide should have opened a lot of questions in your mind. I have tried to keep it a bit open as well, to make a kind of discussion kind of thing, that okay, you have got a lot of inputs from me, and these are basically financial and economics related things. So there is no yes and no answer. I mean, it's a kind of debate. I have a perspective, and based on that perspective, I have made this series of videos, and I have made this comparison as the last video. And maybe you will have another perspective of your actual scenario that you are going through, because I have big experience of different companies, different countries, different kind of operators. So I have a blend of experience and knowledge. So based on that, I have tried to uh, give a summarized kind of thing to you. But if you are working in some specific industry, maybe you will have some specific questions. So at the end of this presentation, the end of this series of videos, I again invite you, if you have any questions, please make a comment, and then we can have a discussion over it. See you in my next video. Goodbye.